Sega.
We've both watched the Masters of the Universe trailer, but we're going to go ahead and watch it again and do a quick little reaction to it. But
disclaimer: I do not know anything about Masters of the Universe lore. I don't know anyone in this trailer at all. The only Masters of the Universe I ever saw was the one with Dolph Lundgren. So you're gonna have to explain this to me, like an idiot's guide to the Masters of the Universe.
Okay, I can do that.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships.
So, if it's a land where fantasy and sci-fi, meet. They've got talking tigers. They've got spaceships. Like he says right there, it's like this stuff exists here.
Is that Eternia?
Yes.
And that was Castle Grayskull?
No, I'm guessing this is the palace. And actually,
okay.
I hadn't even looked. It looks like it's Castle Grayskull, which is weird because it wasn't like a part. It was kind of like out in the middle of nowhere.
Wasn't Castle Grayskull where Skeletor lived?
No, that's Snake Mountain.
Oh, see, I'm already lost.
Yeah,
okay.
That's fine. I hadn't noticed that before, but you've got a bridge that extends to the castle. So in order to get to the castle, you got to get through the town, which seems like that's a huge departure, and it just lost points now because of that. Because I noticed that.
Well, I'm glad my idiotiness picked it out.
And magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come
There's
from,
Gore or the sorceress.
That stuff is real.
Baby Prince Adam, not quite. And then Adam on Earth. Not in Eternia and grown up.
How did Adam get hurt?
So obviously, the palace is getting attacked, probably because that's we don't know what point this is in the movie. Maybe it's in the beginning, right before they send Adam away, which is what they lead you to believe. Skeletor is attacking, probably trying to get to Castle Grayskull, because you get to Castle Grayskull and you get a bunch of power.
Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe.
And your smell was horrendous. Oh my gosh, son, you need to learn what a bath is.
So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's
Wall Street.
Yeah, so the thing with
What?
Hold on.
Why did you send me away?
They're running back to Castle Grayskull is what I imagine. But Queen Marlena, she is from Earth. She's an astronaut, and somehow she gets to Eternia through some weird space mumbo jumbo.
Probably a wormhole.
So that's why she knows about Earth.
Okay.
Place I knew that they'd never find you. There's
this part. I don't know if the name Adam Glenn is a play on anything. Like for me, it should have been Adam Prince. That might be a little bit too on the nose. The he him. Lots of people are going on about it. Like he him man. I'm Amidala too. But if because this is a play on He-Man, or if it's a joke, or it's a big corporate, and they force you to add your pronouns or whatever.
That is.
But I think
just
Adam Glenn
stupid.
is a weird choice for the name.
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the...
So this is a big barbarian looking guy.
Way home.
Which... Hold on, I gotta...
Sir, you can't.
So, Big Jim, all this Big Jim stuff.
Uh-huh.
There were several of the Big Jim toys that were repurposed and slightly modified for Masters of the Universe stuff. Like there's a tiger in the Big Jim series that became Battle Cat and Panther. And there was a guy called Iron Jaw that had a little jaw that
I remember him. Yeah.
but in Master of the Universe he's called Trap Jaw. And Iron Jaw had like a bunch of accessories and stuff. Yeah, it's Queen Marlena. But so this is a nice little nod. And this guy looks like Vicor, which is an early concept art and naming from the original Masters of the Universe cartoon.
How do you know all of this? Like, I'm just blown away.
Because I
love
like Masters of the Universe, so
You love Masters of the Universe.
and I wish you could see like more of the stuff back here. Like I can't make any of that out. I mean, that could be a Vicor right there. That could be a Vicor. Can't tell what that says up there, but
Pork.
you know.
It looks like it says pork.
Well, it's something. It looks like an ORAK. Forak, Porak, Torak, Hordak. I mean, it doesn't say Hordak. I don't think.
Don't worry. The sword's mine.
Sword's mine.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
Tila doesn't look quite right, but yeah, we'll see. Now here's one thing that other people are getting irritated with. So
Battle Cat.
Roboto, well, there's Cringer. That's Cringer.
Who's Cringer?
He looks pretty good. Based on that shot. But Man at Arms has been race swapped, which if it wasn't Idris Elba, I'd probably be like, but I'm gonna give it a pass because he's a good actor. But it could make the relationship between Man at Arms and Tila, who is his adopted daughter, interesting. And like, because in the cartoon, there is a cartoon they don't really explain. Like, you know who her mother is, but you don't really know who her father is. But it's hinted, and I've read things that said that was just like kind of like a joke or red herring, just send people, they just get people to think that it's Man at Arms' brother Fisto, which apparently Mattel no longer has the right to the name Fisto. So, well, I don't know where that's going to even go.
Master of Arms?
Man at Arms.
Man at Arms. Okay.
He's in charge of the Palace Guard. We're watching the Race Goal does not look right. Because for one, it comes off from the city. Now we know that, or that's what it looks like.
Isn't that an evil place?
No, it's where the power resides and the sorceress resides.
It looks evil though.
But it was supposed to look menacing. It's too uniform looking. Like in the original, like one of the sides of the teeth are kind of one's longer than the other. It's not symmetrical. That guy, I have no idea who that is.
Is that Master of Arms?
Oh, is that him? That could be. I was thinking it could possibly be they brought in Clamp Champ. And he's not quite Clamp Champ yet or something. That could be Idris Elba. Trying to get a better pause frame. I don't think that is because he has a beard. No, that's not him. Man at Arms doesn't have a beard either. Those are maybe Rotom.
What am I supposed to do?
Woo! A lot of that. So can't really make out who all is there, but there's Fisto.
Oh, I thought that was Aquaman.
No, it's not Arthur. Was it Arthur Curry? There's a guy back there with an eye patch. Maybe that's Triclops.
Cyclops?
No, Triclops.
Triclops?
Yeah, he's got 3 eyes, and it spins around, and each eye has a different power or ability. Yeah.
I don't know any of that.
What am I
That's-
supposed to do?
So there's Skeletor coming, and here's a bunch of his troops. So I guess you're going to have a decent battle between Skeletor's troops and the Palace Guard. But I mean, that doesn't look bad.
Wasn't he supposed to be blue?
His head was never blue. It was his body. And so there's Fisto. You get to see him getting angry. There we go. There's Spikor. And then next is Fisto.
So is this like true to the thing? Is this like true to the comics and stuff?
Is what true?
This trailer.
There's not a lot of context to go by. And the thing is, the comics are all over the place because the original comics, He-Man is from like a barbarian tribe. He goes off and ends up saving the Green Goddess, and she gives him, was it just the axe and the armor piece, or is it also the sword? And like it's a limit, the power is limited in some way. Trapjaw looks a little small. Trapjaw should be a little bit bigger. This one looks a little bit scrawny because it doesn't even look like he'd be able to stand upright with that arm, but whatever. Yeah, Trapjaw is one of my favorites. That's why I hope that one shot showed Triclops. Triclops is another one of my favorite. They're just the bad guys generally had some cool looks. There's Beast Man. See if we can get it. There we go. He looks okay. And that, that looks like, obviously he's jumping on cars. That looks like where he's on Earth. So Beastman ends up on Earth.
That is Evil Lynn, is that correct?
That is Evil Lynn.
She better
And
be pretty
she's not
hot
yellow.
because
So, but see, I'm guessing that's. See, Tila's redheaded. She's still a ginger. It's just some of the shots it comes across better than the others, I guess.
Evil Lynn better look good because in the first movie with Dolph Lundgren, she was pretty decent.
That movie had lots of issues with rights to characters and what they could and couldn't do, and the final battle scene was, I think they may have filmed it, or they couldn't afford to film it all, so they had to cut it down. That's one thing that's like, okay, what's going on here is this is Cringer, unless when he becomes Battle Cat, nothing different happens. Like, that's not a Cringer face. Just not a Cringer face. That's a Cringer face. Ooh. Oh, I had him. Do. Yep.
Okay,
that could be part of the transforming part. So Man-at-Arms attacking. Yeah. I think it looked interesting. I think it was cool. I'm looking forward to it. There's Snake Mountain. There's Skeletor. And I think so. Like, I didn't know who the guy was born with. But I mean, that shot of Snake Mountain, and you can see there's He-Man, and maybe he has King Randor.
Who's King Randor?
Adam's father.
I thought Skeletor was his father.
No, this isn't Star Wars.
Oh. I know nothing about this.
But I mean, Skeletor looks pretty neat. And the biggest thing is the skull. Oh, I didn't notice the Havoc staff, like it's got that arc in it. Interesting. So a different look. Obviously, it's not purple like it was in the cartoon, so it's a little different.
Are you going to see this day one?
If anyone else wants to go see it, if not, I'll wait for Tuesday because it's a
Matinee.
yeah. I'm gonna have to start my stream late on Tuesday. Yeah, there's Goatman. Interesting is that they actually show all the fighting between He-Man and Skeletor.
So can we compare that to like the one that came out with Dolph Lundgren?
No,
You don't want to watch the
they are
Well, my
totally
whole-
two different things.
I think Skeletor looks great in the one with Dolph Lundgren.
I think there's definitely some cool parts in that one, and it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. As a kid, and you're expecting all these different characters, and you're like, "Why? Who are these new characters? What's going on with that?" It's, and this one is going to be, a lot more faithful to the original, but I'm sure there's going to be tons of changes. Like Drake said, like there's no Orko, and we're discussing it on Discord, and it's like, okay, Orko could be a drop at the end, and
Orko.
for the next movie, but it could also be they bring in his sister Shira, spoiler alert, or I guess it'd be Force Captain Allura and Hordak to be like, oh, here we're setting up the next movie, or here's a way of spinning it off. So either one of those is like they bring him in as a way of, but there's probably shots that if Orko's in the movie, like they just did not have him rendered for those parts because they can do that now. And it's possible that even the where was the part with Cringer when he was getting all cranky, it's possible that part he actually is wearing battle armor, but they don't want to show it yet.
They have a guy called Roboto,
Yep.
King Randor,
Yeah, King Randor is the king of Eternia.
the sorceress, whoever that is.
She is the one who watches over Castle Grayskull and lets He-Man know when things are going wonky and helps him.
Ram Man,
He had the springy legs, and so he would
Triclops.
jump into it. Yeah, Triclops. We already went over that. But that's the Masters of the Universe trailer. Quick little breakdown. Kind of cool
Jared
stuff.
Leto's Skeletor.
Looking forward to it. But right there, that could be a Cyclops. Which probably not. But you got the blue and yellow, and then you got like a red beam coming out of his eyes. It's probably not, but that would be neat. And then that could maybe be Rogue or Storm with the white hair.
I thought
Iron
that
Man?
was I thought
Red
that
and
was
yellow?
Marvel. Miss Marvel, whatever that Marvel girl is.
What about Miss Marvel?
I thought that was her.
Who? Blue hair?
No, the white hair. The white hair, red uniform at the bottom.
White hair, red uniform.
If I'm look at the photo that we're looking at now, and if you go up, that one, yeah,
This one?
yeah,
The red and yellow?
Mysterio. That's 100% Mysterio. There's no question. If you go down with that hat and
That
the way it looks, that's Mysterio.
that looks, I could see that.
That's totally Mysterio. Black Cat, I think, is above, or some that Wakala guy. I forgot what his name was. Black Panther. He looks up.
That
from
could be
her.
Black Panther right there.
Yeah, that's definitely Black Panther. And then up from that is Peppa Pig. That's 100% Peppa Pig. I'm going with Peppa Pig.
You go with that. I don't think it at all.
We have to throw some comedy into this, but yeah,
Well, I mean, there's a guy with a bow and arrow.
that's Link.
No, definitely not Link. It could be Hawkeye.
That would be so cool if it was
Or
Peppa
it's
Pig.
just, Robin Hood.
But I mean, these are all well. I mean that I really do think is Mysterio though, and above it's Lionel.
That one I could see Mysterio because he's got the fishbowl head, or it
Yeah.
looks like he's got a fishbowl head. But yeah, we'll leave it to people who know more to do a more in-depth breakdown.